Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I will be talking about my most anticipated TV shows, movies, and albums of 2025. I was going to include this with my most anticipated books of 2025, but I just felt like the video was going to be super long and I kind of like to separate books from TV shows and movies and music. I don't have a lot that I'm anticipating for 2025. I feel like there are a lot of shows specifically that I need to watch first before I can be excited for the new season. Like, for example, I haven't watched The Summer I Turned Pretty. I'm actually waiting until the third season is about to air, and then I'm going to binge season 1 and 2, but I am going to be excited about season 3 because I know I'm going to love that show. I loved the books. I'm going to be excited for the third season once I watch the first 2 seasons. So there are a lot of shows that I need to watch first before I can be like excited for the new season. So I will be making another video probably beginning of February after I'm done all like my wrap up videos in January, where I talk about all the TV shows and movies that I need to watch in 2025 that aren't new releases. For example, The Summer I Turned Pretty, Interview with a Vampire, I need to finally watch that. I need to catch up on Abbott Elementary, Tell Me Lies. So I have a lot of shows and movies that I need to watch, but these are just new releases that I'm excited about or curious about. So I have TV shows, movies, and music albums. So we'll start with TV shows first. The first one I'm excited about is Daredevil Born Again. This, I believe, premieres on Disney Plus March 4th. I really loved Daredevil on Netflix. I honestly think it's one of my favorite TV shows of all time. I thought it was so well done on Netflix. It did not feel like a Marvel project to me at all. The writing was fantastic, the acting, the directing, everything about the Netflix show was just phenomenal. And I'm very excited, also kind of nervous for the Disney Plus continuation. I'm mainly excited that all of the actors are returning to their characters, which I am so grateful for. Like, I'm so happy that everybody is able to continue playing their characters because genuinely the cast is just so perfect. Like, I love the cast so much. I even love, like Wilson Fisk and all the bad guys. I just think they're amazing. So I'm very excited for this. I believe it's just kind of like a continuation of the show. I don't think they're starting from fresh and like making a whole new origin story. I think they're kind of continuing what Netflix did. I'm very excited. I cannot wait. Matt Murdock is one of my favorite male characters of all time. I just really love him and I love everybody on the show, so I can't wait. And then the other TV show that I'm really excited about is The Black Dagger Brotherhood. This is going to premiere on Passionflix probably in like late spring, early summer. They don't have an official release date yet, but I believe they were aiming for a summer release. I know that they just wrapped filming on the first season, so I'm sure they're going to be working very hard in the editing room the next couple of months. The Black Dagger Brotherhood is an adaptation of the book series by J.R. Ward. The first book is Dark Lover. I believe each season will follow each book. So the first season will follow Dark Lover. I'm just going to kind of read the summaries off of IMDb because they're better at summaries than I would be. A brotherhood of vampire warriors protect their race from demonic lessers. United by tragedy, the few remaining fighters confront the lessers, striving to restore the vampire realm. I'm actually very excited for this TV show. I initially was very hesitant just because I really love the first like maybe 6-7 books in that series, and the third one is my absolute favorite. I also really do love the first book, but I love that series a lot and I was just very nervous to see who they would cast. I love Passionflix, but they aren't the strongest with their casting, the acting, or even like the dialogue. I feel like sometimes the scripts are not the strongest, and so the actors are just doing the best that they can. But regardless of all of that, I'm still really excited for this TV show. I love all of the actors that they've picked. They have a couple of actors from past Passionflix adaptations, but they also have a couple of new faces, new actors. I'm interested to see how the chemistry is between all the brothers. Obviously the chemistry is very important between the two romantic leads, but I also think to sell this show, all of the brothers need to have chemistry and kind of bounce off of each other and have this great bond. A lot of the actors bonded a lot. They worked out together. They were posting so much on social media, like on Instagram. There was always somebody posting something. There is an official Black Dagger Brotherhood Instagram account, which I'll link down below. But of course, Passionflix has been posting a lot of stuff, and as well as the actors, and it looks good. I'm excited. I'm nervous, but I'm excited. I think it's still going to be fun. I'm also really excited to reread the book. I will be doing a whole video on the Black Dagger Brotherhood TV show and me rereading the book. I'll vlog it, review it all. I'm excited to see what they do with the TV show. Now onto movies. There is only 2 official release dates. Everything else is just kind of like up in the air, and I'm assuming coming out in 2025. So we have Marked Men, Rule and Shaw. This is going to be out in theaters January 22nd. I'm assuming shortly after that it will hit a streaming service. This is the adaptation of Rule by Jay Crownover, which is the first book in the Marked Men series. I read the book years ago. I did not like the book, but I am planning on rereading it and then watching the movie. The trailer came out for this a couple weeks ago, and honestly, it looks kind of good. And it looks fun. I don't think I'm gonna go in theaters to watch it because I think it's only out for like a couple of days. Regardless, I will be watching it in 2025. I think it's also because it's not necessarily a book I liked. So I'm excited to see if my feelings on the book have changed and to see if I enjoy the movie. Because I feel like that happens a lot where I don't enjoy the book, but I actually enjoy the movie more. So this might be the case. I'm assuming for Marked Men, they are planning on making the whole series, or at least a couple in the series, because it's called Marked Men, Rule and Shaw, which the first book is just called Rule. So I'm assuming they have plans to do more, but Shaw has loved Rule since she saw him, but Rule doesn't see her as a suitable match. But a night of drinking and secrets lead them to question if they can be together without ruining their relationship or each other. Then we have My Fault London, which I believe is premiering on Amazon Prime February 13th. If you don't know, this is basically an English version of Culpa Mia, My Fault. They're doing a like London English version essentially, which is kind of strange because for My Fault, Culpa Mia, you can watch it dubbed in English and you can just like have English subtitles, which is what I did. I literally watched it in Spanish with English subtitles, and it was like a fine watch. I really enjoyed Culpa Mia. And I don't know why they feel the need to do like an English version, I guess. I kind of wish they would have waited because the My Fault trilogy is not even over yet. Like all 3 movies haven't been out yet. So it's kind of confusing that they're already releasing like an English version. I wish they would have waited until like all 3 Spanish movies were out first and then did like an English version. I really enjoyed Culpa Mia. I have yet to watch the second one. I believe it'll probably be out by the time this video goes out, so maybe I'll have watched it, but as of right now I haven't. But I am really excited for the second one, and I'm honestly kind of excited for this like London English version. I don't know if it's going to be an exact copy. I know like the characters are all the same, but I don't know if they're going to do like scene for scene copy or if they're going to try to like change it up a little bit. I don't know what to expect. But I'm excited. So for My Fault London, I guess it's about an 18-year-old girl who moves from America to London with her mother and wealthy stepfather. She meets her stepbrother, and attraction brews despite their efforts. Unaware, her estranged father tracks her down after his release from prison. Now the rest don't really have release dates, but I'm assuming 2025, hopefully. The first one is Shiver. This is going to be a movie based on the book by Maggie Stiefvater. I believe they are filming it now, or maybe they've just finished. I think the first round of casting was announced back in October. I am personally really excited for this movie. I loved the book back in the day. I would love to reread it, and I think I will before I see the movie. I also believe Anna Todd's film company or entertainment company, production company, is producing this movie. There's no news on whether it will go to theaters or streaming services. I'm sure eventually it'll be on a streaming service. And Shiver is just about a teenage werewolf who falls for a girl who helps him find a way to become human. The next one is People We Meet on Vacation. This is going to be a Netflix movie. I'm assuming it'll release sometime in 2025. I believe they were filming not too long ago, so I don't know if they wrapped or not. I think they did. I have not read this book. I actually have no interest in reading the book. I personally am not a fan of Emily Henry. All of her books I've given 3 stars or less. Aside from A Million Junes, that one I gave 4 stars. I really loved that one, but that's one of her YA titles. I just don't really vibe with her writing and her characters, but I am curious enough to see this as a movie. So I will be tuning into the movie whenever it's released on Netflix. It follows Alex and Poppy. She wants to explore the world. He prefers to stay home with a book, but somehow they are the very best of friends. They live far apart, but every summer for a decade, they have taken 1 week of vacation together. The next few don't have like any information about them yet. The next one is The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. I don't know if this is ever coming out, but I believe Netflix announced it back in 2022 or maybe even 2023. I don't know. It's been a long time since they announced that they would be doing the adaptation. Maybe we'll finally get some news in 2025. I am hoping for it because I really, really loved this book, and I feel like if they cast the right people and it's done well, it could be a really good movie. So I'm really anticipating this one, but we'll see if it comes out. Obviously, My Fault, the third movie, which I don't know how to say it in Spanish, so don't ask me, but I think the third movie is supposed to be called Our Fault. I haven't seen the second one, which is Your Fault. I haven't seen that yet, like I said, so I don't know if I'm anticipating the third one yet. Am I going to care about the third movie after I watch the second one? I don't know, but there is no release date for Our Fault anyways. However, I do believe it'll come out at the end of the year, maybe in the summer. I'm kind of hoping it comes out in the summer again, but we'll see. So I might be anticipating that third and final movie. And then more Passionflix stuff. I feel like Passionflix hasn't announced a lot for 2025 yet. Obviously, we have the Black Dagger Brotherhood TV show, but they haven't really announced any other releases for 2025 yet. They are supposed to do an adaptation of Beauty from Pain by Georgia Cates. They were supposed to start filming that, I think, in Australia in December, but there has been no news on that. I don't know if they're already in the middle of filming and like have casted people and stuff. I have no idea. A lot of times Passionflix keeps their projects very hush-hush until filming is almost done even. But I know we are supposed to get some news from Passionflix regarding Beauty of Pain, so we'll see if that comes out in 2025, but I don't know what else they're working on. I am excited. I'm hoping to catch up more on Passionflix projects earlier in the year so I can be caught up with all their new releases. I'm sure they're going to release a couple things in 2025, so I guess we're just going to have to stay tuned on what they announce for the next year. It's always best to just follow Passionflix on their social media accounts because they announce a lot of stuff. They talk about a lot of things. I feel like I always miss stuff because they're constantly announcing stuff, but I'm excited to see what else they release in 2025. Now on to music. So there are 2 official albums that have been announced that I'm very excited about, and then 2 other artists where I think they might release stuff in 2025. So Banks is coming out with a new album on February 28th, and it is called Off With Her Head. I'm very excited about this because Banks has already teased a little bit about this album. I believe on YouTube there was a live stream and she played snippets of a couple of songs. I believe also 2 singles are already out, which I always hesitate to listen to singles. I like to listen to an album completely and not separate their singles, if that makes sense. So I don't really listen to singles until the album is out. But Banks said that Off With Her Head is like a sequel / like sister album to Goddess, which is her first album. I loved Goddess back in the day. It is still like one of my favorite albums ever. It is just so raw and real and electronic and poppy and just so different. I'm really excited about this new album. The track list also sounds crazy. I'm actually going to read it for you guys. Let me find it on my phone here. Also, I believe this is the cover art for the album, I think. But the track list is Guillotine, I Hate Your Ex-Girlfriend, which is a single, Love is Unkind, Delulu, Move, which is featuring somebody mysterious, Stay, Best Friends, which I believe is also a single already, Middle in the Mold, Direction, Make It Up, which is also featuring somebody, River, and Off With Her Head. I'm kind of interested in Guillotine, Delulu, and Off With Her Head, and maybe River. I don't know. I'm just really excited for this album. The fact that she considers it like a sister to Goddess is just beautiful. So I'm excited for that album. Obviously, I'm very excited for Lana Del Rey's next album, which is supposedly called The Right Person Will Stay, which is supposed to be out May 21st. I say that all very hesitantly because Lana is known for changing her mind on things. I don't know, we may get it later. The title might change. The cover art might change. Who knows with Lana? That is why I love her though. She is so unpredictable. She changes her mind all the time. I don't know if this is what Lasso was supposed to be. If you don't know, she was supposed to release an album in September called Lasso. That never happened. I believe this is like the reworking of Lasso. And initially when she had pitched Lasso, she said it was going to be a country album. And I think somewhere she had said it was going to be like Southern Gothic kind of vibes, which is interesting. I mean, I think it'll be kind of a mix of like Blue Bannisters meets Chemtrails meets a little bit more extra country. I personally feel like that's what Lana's gonna do. I believe the first single is gonna be Henry, which was a song that she teased I think like over a year ago, honestly. I'm not really a big country fan. Even if she does full country, like full on country, I'm still gonna be down because I love Lana, I love her lyrics. So I'm excited for this album, whatever it's going to be, whenever it's gonna come out, hopefully May 21st. This is obviously not official, but I'm assuming Ray will release a new album in 2025. She has released a couple of singles, sort of, I guess. Not really. I think just Genesis, right? I'm assuming she will have a new album in 2025, which I will be listening to probably nonstop. I love Ray. She's one of my new favorites artists. She is in my top 4. I love her so much. I love her creativity. I love her lyrics. I love her artistry. I love her as a person. Like, her personality is so fun and she just deserves all of the success in the world, and I hope she wins a Grammy. She just totally deserves it. She is such a different artist. She can do so many different things, and she just has like this incredible ability to make a song sound so different in every way. Like, she can perform the same song 5 different ways, and each time it sounds like a completely different song, but it's literally the same song. I just love Ray, and I'm excited for whatever music she's going to put out in 2025. Hopefully it'll be a full-length album. Maybe we'll get some new music from Florence and the Machine. It has been, I think, 3 years since their last album. I believe they released Dance Fever in 2022, so it's been a few years, and I'm expecting some new music from Florence and the Machine, probably in 2025. So I will definitely be excited about their new album. I know I'm kind of talking prematurely about some of these albums and TV shows and movies, but I don't want to miss out talking about them if they do come out in 2025. Like, I want to say that I was excited about it at the beginning of the year, you know? I don't want to wait until the project is coming out and then I'm gonna say I'm excited, because I'm just excited before it happens, if that makes sense. So I'm excited if Florence and the Machine release a new album. It has been a couple years, so I feel like they probably will. I think that's kind of it for music. I don't listen to a lot of music, to be quite honest. I kind of stick with the same artists, but I'm excited for Banks, Alana, possibly Ray, and maybe Florence and the Machine. So those were all the TV shows and movies and albums that I'm anticipating for 2025. Let me know if you're excited about any of these TV shows and movies and albums, or let me know which project you're excited for in 2025. Also, I'm sure I'm missing some TV shows and movies that I'm excited about that I forget are coming out in 2025. So definitely remind me down below if there's any that I've talked about in the past that you know more information about, especially regarding Passionflix. I feel like I'm so out of the loop with Passionflix. I don't know when they're releasing what, but I'm excited to watch it all. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to give this video a like, subscribe, follow me on all my other social media, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!